So just woke up, time is currently 8:09. The plan today was just to wake up and study, but I've already encountered my first problem of the day. It looks like I've got a power cut in the area. This is a problem. Our shower's not working, our fridge isn't working, our cooker's not working, and most importantly, my Wi-Fi's not working. And that's not just a problem because my entire self-worth is on the internet, but also because all of my resources, everything I need to revise is online. But I'll tell you the plan after we've dropped off Hikari at the hospital. Oh, actually, to be honest, I think these are the guys dealing with our power cut.
I'm going to work.
Bye bye, have a good day at work.
Thank
Can you teach me how to be a doctor when you get back?
Will do.
Not entirely sure where to go right now because the electricity probably isn't back on yet. But I think I know a spot. But first, let's have a talk about why I'm studying today. I don't have to study today. I could choose not to. I don't have any exams coming up. But I am starting as a doctor in 2 weeks' time, and I'm freaking out, man.
You are freaking out, man.
But am I going to be panic studying? No, that's just a clickbait title. Panic studying isn't going to do me any good. I'm going to be chill studying in a controlled environment in the midst of a panic. Am I actually going to be learning the whole of medicine? No, because that's not reasonable, that's not feasible, it's not a doable task. If you watch my last video, I talked about substantiating how much you need to know before you study. And even though I'm going to be a doctor, I don't need to know the whole of medicine. I'm going to be looking after older cancer patients, so I don't need to know how to diagnose children, I don't need to know how to deliver a baby. Those would be good things to know, but not essential right now. I'm going to start by chipping away at medical emergencies, and hopefully by the time I'm done, I can go home and there'll be electricity. So a few of you in the last video asked me how I take notes, and the truth is I'm not a very big note taker. If I can get away with it, I'll use pre-made resources like revision guides, I'll use textbooks, lecture slides, university resources, and if I really need notes, I normally steal other people's notes. I do see the value of writing notes as a way of making sure that you're reading the information and processing it, but I found that I can just get myself to read the information and it sticks for a little bit. And the most important thing for me is to test myself after a little while if I still retain the information. And I don't make flashcards, but I do make this Google Sheet spreadsheet of loads of different questions, loads of different answers, and these questions are questions that I won't find in textbooks or anywhere else. They might be questions that I've gathered from obscure resources or that I've heard on the board before. I don't want to repeat the work that other people have already put in. I found that this spreadsheet is a really good way for me to keep testing myself over material that I've already learned. And the great thing is that I can make an offline copy of Google Spreadsheet, so even when I'm stuck here in the rural countryside with no electricity and no internet, I can still keep testing myself. It's been about 2 hours of studying here. I think I've done really well. It's been really peaceful. There's no distractions apart from flying my drone. But I've worked okay. I think it's time to go home. Hopefully electricity is fixed. Hey, we're back online, boys. Can finally go have a shower and take this stupid hat off. Okay, that is enough YouTube for the day. I think I can convince myself now that I've actually had some social contact today. But before I get back into work, I want to talk a little bit about why I've been studying so hard for the past few weeks. And ultimately, at the root of it, I think it is down to a degree of imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is something that I'm sure you've heard about before, and it is highly prevalent within medical school. I mean, you're surrounded by this group of high achieving, highly intelligent students, and you're not only trying to match them, but you're trying to match your unrealistic expectations of them. And as I progressed each year in medical school, I haven't got this sense of, oh congrats, good job, you're becoming a really good medical student. Instead it's more like, oh damn, one less year, you're gonna have to become a doctor pretty soon. And that's the kind of thing I think about before I study. I want to find my incentive, I want to find my motivation. And essentially I think that incentive can fall into two camps. It can be positive incentive or negative incentive. Positive incentive are your things like, I want to achieve this grade so that I can achieve that next thing, so that I can show myself what the best I can do is, so that I can make this person proud, so I can make myself proud. Negative incentives would be things like, I don't want to fail because I don't want to disappoint everyone. I don't want to fail because my life will fall to bits. I don't want to fail because it will show that I'm a fraud, I'm an imposter. The negative incentives do work to a degree, but it's a much healthier mindset to focus on the positive things, to focus on what you're going to get out of studying more. And that's what I've been trying to focus on. I've been trying to focus on the fact that if I study better now, I'll be more prepared for my role. My patients will have better outcomes. I'll be a better doctor. My team will have an easier job. But then you're going to be exposed for the imposter, for the fraud you are. So yeah, trying to stay positive while I study, trying to remind myself why I'm doing what I'm doing. But yeah, it's time to go back to work.
Why I always try, I'll never know. Why is in the sky and I'm home.
So the fun part about medicine, which is also the scary part about medicine, is that you can't just learn it all from the textbooks. You need some clinical skills as well, you need some communication skills as well. But it's really hard to practice stuff like that when you haven't got any real patients about. But I do have Mr. Shiba Inu over here, who I'm going to be using as my unwilling patient. I'm going to run through some clinical situations with him and learn how to use this thing again.
Or rather on an island I created for my own. I drift upon a force made from emotions that I know, and float upon a sky that is purple with overtones. Burning orange surfaces and coral clouds of smoke. It's pouring out my soul, a feeling I cannot control.
What a wholesome afternoon, just sitting on the floor, listening to some lo-fi bangers, reading my notes. But it's nearing 5 o'clock now, which is my favourite part of the day, because it's time to pick Hikari up from the hospital. There she is.
Sorry, I'm late.
You're not late, I'm just early. How was your day?
Good. Very busy.
So to be honest, since coming home, I've done absolutely nothing. Just been chilling the whole day, but that's what it says in the title, just a chill day of panic studying, not a panic day of panic studying. We've had dinner, watched a film, watched Birdman. It's pretty good. And now Hikari's very kindly offered to give me a tutorial because she is a wonderful doctor and an even better girlfriend.
General tips on me number 1.
Let's get to it. To be honest, those 19 minutes just now are probably more useful than anything else I've done for the rest of the day combined. I just need more than book knowledge now. I need actual practical knowledge, and I don't know, some of that practical knowledge I won't get until I'm out there on the board making mistakes, asking people what I need to be doing. So yeah, I'm definitely going to carry on trying to learn as much as I can before the job, but there's only so much I can learn. I need to accept that. I need to make sure that I'm open to learning more on the ward. But thank you, Hikari, that was very useful.
Thanks.
Thanks.
No problem.
But yeah, I think that's all the study I'm going to be doing today. The rest of the night I will just be sitting here on the sofa, so it's bye-bye from me. Until next time, until we study again.
Feed 5-0, cigarillo, cigarillo. I'm shaking up with the trees. How I keep the leaf in the middle. I'm more than these hotels.